It's true. Yes. I have been ill. But do you say that I'm mad? Indeed. The illness made my senses stronger, more powerful. I can now hear sounds from heaven, sounds from hell. Listen. And I will tell you what happened. There was no reason for what I did. I did not hate the old man. I even loved him. I think it was his eye. His eye was like the eye of a vulture. When the old man looked at me with his vulture eye, my blood became cold. And so I finally decided I had to kill the old man and close that eye forever. During all of that week, I was as friendly to the old man as I could be. Warm and loving. Every night at 12 o'clock, I slowly opened his door. Then carefully I lifted the cloth so that a thin small light fell across that eye. For 7 nights I did this. 7 long nights. And always the eye was closed, so it was impossible for me to do the work. For it was not the old man I felt I had to kill, it was the eye, his evil eye. And every morning I went to his room with a warm, friendly voice. Sleep well. On the 8th night, I was more than usually careful.
Oh, who's there?
For a whole hour I hardly moved, nor did I hear him again lie down in his bed. He just sat there, listening. Now I knew he was sitting up in his bed, filled with fear. I knew that he knew I was there. He did not see me there. He could not hear me there. He felt me there. Now he knew that death was standing there. Slowly I lifted the cloth to fall upon that vulture eye. My anger increased as it looked straight at me. Without warning I could hear it, the beating of the old man's heart. His fear must have been great indeed. My anger suddenly became fear, for the heart was beating so loudly that I was sure someone must hear. The time had come. I rushed towards him. Die! Die! And held the cloth tightly over his head. I smiled as I felt success was near. There was no sound. Yes, he was as dead as stone. His eye would trouble me no more. So I am mad, you say? You should have seen how carefully I hid the body. First I cut off the head, then the arms, then the legs. I then pulled up 3 of the floorboards and put the pieces there. I then put the boards down again. It was now 4 o'clock in the morning. I proceeded to make my way to the door. I had no fear. An officer of the police had come to ask questions and search the house. A neighbour had heard the old man's cry. This was inevitable. I asked the policeman to come in. The cry, I said, was my own in a dream. The old man, I said, was away. He had gone to the countryside. I took him through the whole house, telling him to search it well. I led him finally to the old man's bedroom. As if playing a game with him, I asked him to sit down and talk for a while. My easy, quiet manner made him believe my story. However, I soon wished he would go. My head hurt, and there was a strange sound in my ears. I talked more and faster as the sound became clearer. Still, he sat and talked. I pushed my chair across the floor to make more noise. Again I spoke faster and faster, and still he smiled and acted normally. Was it possible he could not hear? No, he heard, he knew. It was him who was playing a game with me. Suddenly I could bear it no longer. I pointed at the boards and cried, "Yes, yes, I killed him. Pull up the boards and you shall see. I killed him."